What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, Iron Logan. Today's the day, the time has come. Our guest of honor is the billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, and downright savior of the universe, Iron Man, Mr. Tony Stark. That's right, I'm finally going to review my Hot Toys Avengers Endgame Iron Man Mark 85 with the original head sculpt it came with. I wanted to wait until I got a few videos under my belt before delving into my Iron Man obsession. One, because Iron Man is one of my favorite characters, and once I start, I may go down the rabbit hole as I have 6 Iron Man figures and the Hulkbuster Deluxe already. I'm going to want to do videos on all of them, and I will. 2, I want to use the light up functions in my posing, and I know it's going to be a nightmare to get it all done with just one set of batteries. And let's face it, putting in, replacing, and just lighting up Iron Man figures is a downright pain. I'm always worried I'm going to break something when I start fiddling with them. But now, I have gotten a bit more efficient with my setup and posing process, and a bit more efficient with my filming, so it's time to give it a go. I will aim to get all the poses done with the lights on, but I'll see how I go throughout the video, and if I can make that happen, I will. Only time will tell. Damn my obsession with having him light up all the time. As always, I will review the accessories and head sculpt, then the figure, its look and articulation before finishing up with the pose showcase with a total of 10 poses at the end today, along with music to admire the character and the figure before putting him back on the shelf. I hope you enjoy. Before getting started, don't forget about the giveaway I currently have running on my channel, where I'm giving away my very own Hot Toys Dark Knight DX02 Batman figure with the custom wide cape on my journey to reach 1K subscribers. So don't forget to like and subscribe, it would really help and I would appreciate it. I'll cover what you need to do to win at the end of the video, so be sure to stick around and see. Now, with that, let's get on with the show. Okay, let's take a look at the accessories. As you can see here, he doesn't come with a whole lot, but, you know, it is what it is. Firstly, let's have a look at the base. You've got the Iron Man logo there, and you've got the arc reactor symbol, matte finish there with a high gloss on the Avengers logo. I mean, it looks nice, but it's a bit light and flimsy, I feel, for a die-cast figure, especially as I like to do dynamic poses. You do have the flight pole, which is good, and the waist grabber. Now, I really wish these guys would give us the crotch grabber attachment for support on these die-cast figures. As you'll see in my pose showcase, I actually used the one from my Mark 7 for support, and that works a lot better. Moving on to my favorite piece that comes with this guy, the backpack, starfish, whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. The paint apps are great. The red, the gold, the silver I think looks really good. And the silver does have an luminous effect that lights up under black light. Although I'll probably never use it. But the detail there is really cool. You've got the 3 pegs here on the back, which slot in nice and easy. And these pieces here, there are people out there customizing this and making that light up, which I think looks epic. It would have been nice if Hot Toys did that for sure. Now, he comes with 3 sets of hands. You've got the fisted hands on him, got the repulsor hand here. Nice paint apps, standard Iron Man hands, guys. Nothing too different there. Then you've got the articulated hands. I love articulated fingers because you can change up a pose just by creating different gestures with the hands, which is really cool. Then you've got the gauntlet hand that comes with him. I feel like this would have been better suited with the battle damage version, but nonetheless, I love having extra accessories, so not a problem. This lights up, and it is articulated. The only issue there is the batteries dim very quickly. As you can see, the fingers here articulate, so you can try to recreate the snap, which I've done in a previous video and pose that I've done with Iron Man before. You've got the peg attachment there that slides on and off, so that's cool. Also really good that he has that because you can use the accessory pack from the Mark 50 on it. Then we have the neck piece. This is just rubbery with a magnet. Just makes it look like his neck's not so long when you put that on there, so you need that. Now, let's move on to the ever controversial head sculpt. Now, this is the original one that came with him. I'd love to know what everybody thinks, although I probably already know what most people think. Most people are not a fan of this head sculpt. Looking at it, you can see, yeah, I mean, on mine here, you can see I've got a bit of a paint blemish, which is disappointing. I didn't notice that at first. The hair looks good, the colour's nice, but there is just something that is a little off. Now, don't get me wrong, from some angles, I can see Tony. Like there, that's a bit better. But then some angles, his face proportions just don't seem right. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep it, as I'm going to pose this guy with the helmet and the damaged version with the head sculpt. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for the accessories. Moving on to the figure himself, I think he's an absolute beast, and I feel they really nailed the look on this guy this time around. The mix of the red, gold, and silver is perfect. The paint apps are great, and I love the way he looks in the right lighting. They've also added the right amount of weathering across the figure to make him look more realistic, so you don't have issues of him looking too pristine and toyish. The engineering on this guy too is also really cool and makes him easy to pose. Now, let's take a look. What I really like about this guy is the muscular looking physique and design of the suit to make him look more streamlined and give off that nanotech look that his armor now has at this point in the movies. Don't get me wrong, I love the old armors when it was more grounded and gave off the look that he's in a metal suit, but I think this one right here has won me over. You can see he has more muscular traps up here, shoulders, and the arms are thicker, showing triceps and biceps. Then you have the serratus on the side going down into the abdominal area, and then you can see the quad development here on the legs. Looking at the back again, it's more of a human muscular look with all the curves all over. You can see how streamlined everything is. They've done a really good job this time at limiting the gaps, unlike some of the other Iron Man figures, which again suits that nanotech look. Now, let's take a look at the articulation. Head, up and down, and the neck moves there. With the head, it also swivels all the way around like this. Very easy. And then the shoulders lift up like that, and then you can pop the arms out like this, allowing for more range of motion. So you can get the arm like that, no problems at all. Easy. Down, and then you can swivel all the way around now that you've got that gap there. So do that before moving the arms for posing for sure. Then you've got the bicep here. The plate shifts up, just like the Mark 50, giving you way more range of motion. Just be sure to pop that bicep piece back down before you, like that. Then you got the swivel, hands go all the way around. Great articulation on the arms. You've got the chest piece here, which pops off. We won't worry about that. You can pull up like this, which allows extension and more articulation on the twist there of the torso. That has 2 points that you can pop out. Gives you a bit of ab crunch, but not much. And you can pop back like that. I'll try to showcase that more in the poses. Do be careful of the side panels here when you're moving him around, because they do move and you don't want to break them. You've got the hip pieces here that pop up. Be sure to lift them before moving the legs down. They also pop down 2 to 3 times. So you can articulate much higher. Better range of motion there. And pop it back in. The legs swivel around like this, which is great. That pops all the way up there. And then you've got the feet articulate as well. Again, be careful of all these little panels that are around, as you don't want to break them. Toes also articulate. Easy. Okay, now let me show you where the batteries go. So you have the top panel here that pops off, magnetic. Pop the batteries in there. Then you've got on the back here, the back of the tricep plates pop off. They're actually pretty easy to take off. Then you've got the back piece, pops off easy. And then you've got the side panel on the leg here that pops off on both sides. Do be careful when taking them off and putting them back on. Now, that's pretty much it for the articulation of this bad boy. Just stand there for us for a second, mate. We're going to get ready now and get into the pose showcase. Okay guys, this concludes my review and post showcase of Iron Man Mark 85, one of my favourite characters and now figures of all time. It's such a great piece to have in the collection. I love the colours, the suit design and articulation of this guy. The head sculpt isn't quite right, but I can still see Tony in there, and as mentioned, I won't be displaying him with the head sculpt anyway. I'll do that with the battle damage version I have coming, as I'm sure most of you who are picking it up will too. I'd love to know what you think of the poses I put up in the showcase as well, as I've tried to do some things I haven't seen out there yet, so please let me know in the comments down below. In full transparency, the batteries do not last long at all, and I eventually ended up replacing them about 3 times in total for filming and photography, and I didn't even bother with the leg light ups, as they are a nightmare for such a small light up effect. If you do like toy photography, check out my Instagram page, Iron Logan, as I do put up a lot of content on there as well from my shoots. Now, onto my current giveaway I have running on the channel for my mission to reach 1K subscribers, where I'm giving away my very own Hot Toys Dark Knight DX02 1/6 scale figure with a custom wired cape by Jackson. To enter the draw to win, simply subscribe to my channel, as you do need to be a subscriber to win, and leave a comment on one of my videos. As the competition is random, the more comments you leave, the more opportunities you'll have to win. It's that easy, guys. I got lots more planned for the channel coming up, and I can't wait to share it all with you, including a new show that no one else is doing out there that I currently have in the works. So be sure to hit the bell notification to stay up to date with my channel so you don't miss out. But for now, live life, have fun, and keep posing. I'm out.